Mr. Daniel, one of the officers, said, looking serious. "We have been reviewing the case. Unfortunately, we have some bad news." Daniel leaned forward, his heart racing. "What do you mean there are no CCTV cameras on the street where Sarah lives?" The officer explained, and the camera in her house had been disconnected the day before the attack. "We could not see who did this." Daniel felt like the ground had dropped from under him. "No, that can't be. How can we find out who did it?" "We're doing our best," the officer said, trying to sound reassuring. "We'll speak to neighbors and see if anyone sees anything unusual, but without any video evidence, it will be difficult." Daniel ran a hand through his hair, frustration boiling inside him. "There must be something more you can do. This is a terrible crime." "We understand," the officer said, "but we have to follow the leads we have. If you hear anything or if anyone reaches out to you with information, please let us know." Feeling helpless, Daniel left the police station and headed back to the hospital. As he walked, he thought about Sarah and how she had been through so much already. When he reached her room, he found her awake, her face bandaged, but her spirit unbroken. "Daniel," she called weakly, trying to sit up. He rushed to her side, taking her hand gently. "How are you feeling today?" "I'm okay, I guess," she said with a small smile. "They said I'll heal, but it hurts a lot. I'm so sorry this happened to you," he said, his voice filled with concern. "I went to the police today. They have no leads." Sarah looked down, sadness filling her eyes. "What if they never find out who did this?" "Don't worry," Daniel said firmly, "I won't stop searching. I will do everything I can to find the person who hurt you." Sarah squeezed his hand, grateful for his support. "Thank you, Daniel. You've been so good to me. I don't know what I'd do without you. Just focus on getting better." He urged her, "We will get through this together," as he sat by her bedside. He promised himself that he would find the person who had caused Sarah so much pain no matter what it took. He couldn't let her suffer in silence. Daniel sat on his bed staring at the wall, his mind racing with thoughts about Sarah and the horrific incident. Just then there was a knock on his door. It was Olivia. "Hey, Daniel," she said, stepping into the room with a sympathetic expression. "I heard about Sarah. I just wanted to come and check on you." "Thanks, Olivia," he replied, not really in the mood for company. "I heard they might fly Sarah abroad for surgery. That sounds expensive. Are you sure you want to spend so much money on her? What if her face never gets better?" Daniel felt anger rising inside him. "What kind of friend are you? Sarah is suffering and you're worried about money. I just don't want you to waste your money on someone with a dirty past. Olivia said you could be with someone better, someone like me. Leave my house. I don't want to hear this from you. You are a wicked friend. I've started to suspect you. Be careful," he warned. "Get lost," Daniel said. "You're ugly, and I don't even like you." He slammed the door behind her, feeling a mix of relief and frustration. He couldn't believe how selfish she was being. He turned back to his thoughts of Sarah, knowing he needed to be there for her the next day. He visited Sarah at the hospital. When he entered her room, she looked a little better but was still in pain. A smile lit up her face when she saw him. "Daniel, I'm glad you came. Of course I'm here for you," he said, sitting beside her bed. "But I need to tell you something important." "What is it?" "Be careful of Olivia. I'm starting to suspect her." Sarah looked puzzled. "What happened? Did something happen to her?" "It's nothing I can prove yet, but something feels off. Just be cautious. Okay, don't let your guard down around her." "I will," Sarah promised, though doubt lingered in her eyes. "Thank you for looking out for me. Means a lot." They spent the rest of the day talking, and Daniel felt a sense of hope even amid the pain. He could see Sarah's spirit shining through, but he was disturbed by Olivia's actions. What was she capable of, and how far would she go to destroy the happiness they were building together? As he left the hospital, Daniel felt determined to keep Sarah safe. He would do whatever it took to protect her from anyone who might want to hurt her, especially Olivia. Sarah was flown abroad for her surgery, and it went wonderfully well. When she returned home, her face looked completely normal again. The scars from the acid were gone, and she was as beautiful as ever. Happiness filled her heart, and she felt she could finally put the past behind her. One afternoon while Daniel was at work, Olivia decided to visit Sarah upon entering the house. She was shocked by how stunning Sarah looked. Jealousy stirred inside her, twisting her stomach. "Wow, Sarah, you look amazing." Olivia forced a smile. "Thank you, Olivia. Feel great," Sarah replied, her eyes shining with joy. Olivia masked her envy and asked, "I heard you and Daniel are getting married soon. Are you really sure about that?" "Yes, we are. Daniel has been so supportive. I love him," Sarah answered confidently. Olivia's smile faded slightly. "I hope you know what you're getting into when you're gone. Daniel tried to sleep with me." Sarah felt her heart drop. "Why would you say that?" "I'm just trying to look out for you," Olivia said, her eyes wide. "I didn't let him, but you need to know what kind of man he really is." Sarah felt a surge of anger. "I don't believe you. Daniel loves me. Why would he want to hurt me like that?" Olivia shrugged, pretending to be sincere. "You should think about it. It's not too late to turn down the marriage. You deserve better than someone who might betray you, cause confusion, and hurt you." Sarah said, "You're supposed to be my friend. Why are you saying this?" "I'm only trying to help you. You can still make the right choice." Olivia insisted. Sarah shook her head, overwhelmed by doubt. "I need to talk to Daniel when he gets home. He will explain everything. Just be careful," Olivia warned. "I would hate to see you get hurt." After Olivia left, Sarah sat down, her mind racing. She wanted to believe in Daniel and their love, but Olivia's words lingered like a dark cloud. Was there truth in what Olivia said? Did Daniel really try to betray her? When Daniel came home that evening, Sarah confronted him. She needed to know the truth after he settled in. She spoke up. "Daniel, I need to talk to you about something important," she said, her heart pounding. "What's wrong?" he asked, concerned. "Olivia told me something today. She said you tried to sleep with her while I was away." "Daniel's, is that true?" Daniel's expression shifted instantly, his eyes widening in disbelief. "What? No, that's not true. Olivia is lying." "Are you sure?" Sarah asked, searching his face. "She said she refused you. I just need to know if there's any truth in this." "Sarah, I swear I would never betray you. Love you. I've been waiting for you to come back so we could start our life together." He insisted. His voice was steady and sincere. Sarah searched his eyes, feeling the warmth of his love. "I believe you, Daniel, but why would Olivia say something like that? I don't know. I suspect she is jealous of what we have. She wants to drive a wedge between us." He explained. "Don't let her get to you. You're my future, and nothing will change that." Sarah nodded, relief and determination flooding her. She wouldn't let Olivia's jealousy ruin her relationship with Daniel. As the wedding approached, Olivia could no longer contain her jealousy. The sight of Sarah happy and preparing for her big day with Daniel was more than what she could bear. Desperation clouded her mind as she thought of how to stop the wedding. One evening Olivia found herself walking to the same store where she had bought acid last time. This time she wanted something stronger, something that would guarantee destruction. She walked in, and the store owner recognized her instantly. "What do you need this time?" he asked, eyeing her wearily. "I need something stronger than the last time," Olivia replied casually, trying to mask her true intentions. The man raised an eyebrow, sensing something wasn't right. "What do you need it for?" Olivia quickly lied, claiming she needed it for a household problem, but the man wasn't convinced. He told her to come back the next day. As soon as she left, the store owner picked up the phone and called the police, reporting the suspicious behavior he had heard about Sarah's previous attack, and something told him Olivia was up to no good again. Back at home, Olivia waited anxiously for the next day, eager to pick up the stronger acid she believed would finally ruin Sarah's life. But that night her plans were shattered when the police arrived at her house. Unexpectedly bursting in and arresting her, shocked and terrified, Olivia pretended she didn't know why they were there. She refused to speak at first, determined to keep her secret hidden. However, after hours of questioning, the police grew frustrated and decided to use force, and after they beat some sense into her, Olivia broke down. Tears streamed down her face as she confessed everything. She told them how she had planned to pour acid on Sarah's face again, but this time she wanted something stronger, because the last attempt hadn't caused enough damage. She admitted that her goal was to destroy Sarah's beauty, to make her suffer and feel the pain of losing everything she loved. The police were stunned. They couldn't believe the level of hate and jealousy Olivia harbored for her so-called best friend. They immediately informed Sarah and Daniel about the plot. When Sarah heard about Olivia's plan, she was completely taken aback. "Olivia, my best friend, I never imagined she would go this far," she said, her voice trembling with disbelief. Daniel shook his head. "I warned you, Sarah. I told you to be careful, but you didn't listen. Now look at what she was planning to do." Sarah felt a wave of guilt wash over her. She had trusted Olivia, and now she was learning the truth in the most painful way possible. A few days later, Sarah decided to visit Olivia in jail, hoping to understand why her friend had turned against her so viciously. When she entered the cold gray prison cell, she saw Olivia sitting there, staring at the floor. At first, Sarah felt pity for her, but when Olivia looked up, all sympathy vanished instead of remorse. Olivia's eyes burned with anger. "You think you've won, don't you?" Olivia spat, her voice filled with venom. "You get everything, Sarah. Everything good happens to you while I'm left with nothing. Hate you. I hate you so much that I will do anything to make you ugly or even see you die." Sarah stepped back, shocked by the intensity of Olivia's hatred. "I never did anything to hurt you. We were friends. Why do you hate me this much?" Olivia scoffed. "Because you've always had it easy. You've always been the beautiful one, the one who gets all the love and attention. And now you're marrying Daniel. It's not fair. I was supposed to have what you have." Sarah shook her head, saddened by how twisted Olivia's jealousy had become. "God forbid, Olivia. I won't let you continue down this path. I'll make sure you stay in jail for the rest of your life if I have to." Olivia laughed bitterly. "Good luck with that." Sarah walked out of the cell feeling a mix of anger and sadness. It hurt to lose someone she had once considered her closest friend, but after seeing the darkness in Olivia's heart, she knew there was no saving her at the trial. Olivia was sentenced to 10 years in prison for her actions. The judge condemned her cruelty and her plan to harm Sarah once again. Daniel, who had been by Sarah's side throughout the whole time, vowed to make sure Olivia stayed in jail for even longer if possible. He hired a team of lawyers to ensure that Olivia wouldn't have an easy time. 2 months after Olivia's conviction, Sarah and Daniel finally got married. It was a beautiful and joyful ceremony filled with love and happiness. As Sarah walked down the aisle, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The shadow of Olivia's betrayal no longer hung over her. She had chosen to move forward with her life, leaving behind the pain and embracing the future at the reception, surrounded by family and friends. Daniel held Sarah close. "We made it," he whispered into her ear. Sarah smiled. Tears of joy filled her eyes. "Yes, we did, and nothing will come between us now." Their wedding marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives, one filled with hope, love, and the promise of a brighter future. The darkness that Olivia had tried to cast over them had failed, and together Sarah and Daniel moved forward stronger than ever before. Dear viewers, what lessons did you take away from this dramatic tale? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the story, give us a thumbs up, share it with friends, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.